number 14 of my dolls that I've done this year. And she has beautiful brown eyes, and they're like glistening, and shiny lips. And I did give her a couple of teeth. If you looked at other videos and you saw Elmaria, she has this is basically the same sculpt, although in a much smaller scale. But it does have the little bit of an open mouth, which gives you a little bit of room to do something fun, like giving her little teeth like that. She does have upper and lower eyelashes. She's got some pretty thick eyebrows and lots of good curls. Now, she's got a super soft hair. And I used a couple of different pieces of pelt to give her different texture on her hair. Now, you can see more when I turn her around. Now, on her little dress, I added these little roses, these little ribbon roses and ribbon to her dress. You know, just a plain lace front. And her dress, I love the way it took the dye. I don't know if you can see the stains in it. It really didn't want to take the dye, but when it was setting up to dry, it pooled. The dye would pool and then just stain in little small areas, which I think came out really cool, like a watermark or something. So I do love that. She does this little piece of lace that has a tendency to curl up. I have to keep remembering to push it down. And I love her little dress, though. It's just a little double layered dress, made really well. I did sew it on the back, and her sleeves are a little long, which most of my dolls I have noticed have super long sleeves. You can kind of pull her sleeves up if you want to. They'll catch up a little bit higher. I'll do that now when I have my phone down. I did put little Mary Jane's, and I did put these adorable lace socks on that. This is the only pair of these lace socks that I have, and I did dye them. And when they took the dye, they went navy. So the lace, the white you're seeing is actually her white legs. She does not have flesh-colored legs because she always had shoes on. She's just that style. Now, she is a doll that will sit down because she has the bend in her body right here with no wires. So her legs don't have wires, and she has like a little area right here that will bend easily. So she can sit and look really forlorn when she sits down. So she's got a little bit of a smile, just a cute little smile. And I gave her a little beauty mark right by her little mouth right there. And she has a little mole too. Look at that. Just got a little extra mole. And she's, what do I want to say about her? She actually went through a transformation. I wanted to do her as a sad face, but I had put her eyebrows up pretty high, and I had done some shading. I thought, I need to make her have a cute little expression, because I had her eyebrows higher than you would if you wanted to have like a sad or worried look. You kind of want them arched, coming down, not up so high. When I say up high, I mean like brought up this way. So I gave her this like quirky little expression, and I say I gave it to her. It just kind of happens. These faces just kind of make themselves. So I know her eyes are super dark and you can't really see them, but in a way that kind of gives her these black beady eyes from a distance. Now, as I turn her, you'll see more of the stain, and her little dress is just precious. Now, I thought about putting a bow around it, but this dress has enough going on, less is more. So I left it like it was, and here's her little, she has a nice long pair of bloomers that are sewn up. You can barely see my signature, but there are, she's sewn in so that those don't move. And her hair, I'll show you some of the different textures. See, this one has a little bit more of a softer, long curl to it. And then this is just the little fun, fluffy, lightweight hair. And she has a little bit of length, as you can see. Goes back down to her waist. And I think she's about 16 inches tall. There's some of that really amazing staining. This is the only dress I have with this organza, I think you call it, and a satin trim. This is, like I said, a very fancy dress on her. I did try on several different outfits as an additional rose that I took from, this is like a long ribbon with all these little roses, so I clipped one off to put in her hat. Oops, sorry. No focus right there. And her hair, on the bow in her hair. And then that's where I put her spider. So she, I said the dress, I tried on different dresses, and she just looked, this is really funny, because you start dressing them, and I changed clothes. I spent like probably an hour just playing dolls of changing out clothes. But I had pulled this outfit out originally, which is really weird, because I pulled it out and set it to the side thinking, I really like that, but I want my doll to be this dressed up. So as I put the like regular cotton ones that are stained and drab, it did not match her personality. And this is where I get weird with these dolls. She just has this kind of air about her, I guess you could say, where she looks like she gotta come from a little money and kind of has a little bit of, little bit of a, attitude there. A little prissy. Prissy, that would be a good expression. She's a prissy little girl. So that this dress definitely worked on her. And when I did put the other dresses on, it just wasn't working. Something popped on her, something just works. And that is a lot of my dolls when I do try on several dresses as my dresses dwindle down. But I do find the right dress for them. And I just think this is it. This is the dress they need. I do want to dye some more dresses so I have more options. But I think her whole outfit just came out to be really sweet and well put together. But I do, like I said, I love all my dolls. Things I love about her is her quirky little expression. Her eyes are in shadow. They look really cockeyed. But it's probably because they're so in shadow on this side. This side does have a mind of its own. I don't reset their eyes. It's not an easy thing to do. I usually leave them the way they came. Probably something I need to learn how to do more efficiently. It is not an easy task. If one is missing an eye, then I change it so I know. I put a new eye in, and I know how hard it is to put an eye in. So, just saying. Something I forgot to mention when I was talking about her legs not having wires, her arms do not have wires in them either. And so they are not posable, and they're kind of short anyway. I don't know how well they would have posed, but so her little arms are kind of stuck in a sticky outy position. And here I was able to pull her dress up just a little bit to show her hands off better. That they don't go up very far because they are stitched really tight. And this is how they came, without the elastic and everything, because they're stitched in nicely. And that's as far as up as they'll go on the arms. Well, this one. And so this one, you just don't pull up as high because you want them to match. These are not my favorite stands. Right now, I need to find her a round base. These are not my favorite stands. And I do try to save these for like little bitty dolls for stability. So this is not the stand she'll be coming with. I just haven't found one in my stash that's big enough for her. Anyway, there she is. This is Mia. And just so much adorableness. And I hope she finds a good home.